It is absolutely imperative that you never lose your sense of the detective in you, where you ask yourself whether any of this makes sense. They're going to tell you, oh, you're no expert in this, but yet you could be a juror, a regular person off the street, expected to apply your own common sense. The narrative surrounding the Tesla Cybertruck explosion at Trump Tower, Las Vegas, is unraveling. The questions are emerging from both the family of the, and I'm not going to mention these names. I really think we should make it a point, all of us, not under some mandate of law, but just to agree. We're not going to give anybody some posthumous, in this case, because I don't even know if this, well, we'll get to this, but in any event, regarding the family of this individual and the glaring inconsistencies in the final official account. Now, this individual is identified as the perpetrator, and it's reported that he had, dare I say, expired, got to watch the algorithms here, in the blast. But details about the sequence of events and his alleged actions are increasingly rather being scrutinized. Now, the FBI's swift determination that he died in the explosion raises immediate concerns. How did they confirm his death so quickly? Does this sound familiar? It reminds me of a certain event on the 11th day of the 9th month, 23 years ago, when we knew the names of individuals who were hijackers and where they sat and where they're from. We knew immediately. It was incredible. We don't know what happened to the planes, but we knew who these people were. Later reports added yet another layer of confusion, stating that he had himself just before the vehicle exploded. How did that work? Was it a dead man's word? I don't know. Surveillance footage shows him driving around Las Vegas Boulevard, making stops near the Sands Hotel in Flamingo before returning to Trump Tower, and apparently detonating the vehicle just seconds after pulling into the valet area. Now, the timeline, though detailed, leaves significant gaps and particularly regarding his motivations, his actions. A lot of this just doesn't make any sense. Now, taking this information and compounding the mystery are statements from his family, which cast serious doubt on his alleged involvement. His uncle described him as a patriotic former SF or Special Forces member, and he questioned why someone with his expertise would resort to using such crude detonation and incendiary devices of propane tanks and camping fuel, materials far beneath the sophistication expected of someone with advanced military training. Here's the quote: "If it was him, sick, and if he did this, he would have made something far more efficient." This is according to his uncle, pointing that this gentleman had the capability to cause far more destruction than anything anybody had ever seen. Now, this skepticism, this is something that is interesting, and this is why we have to always remember this. This skepticism raises critical questions about the narrative yet again. Why would someone with his skill set use such rudimentary methods? Was he coerced, framed, or otherwise manipulated into this act? Or is there a possibility that the circumstances of his death are not as they appear? The parallels to other controversial FBI cases, such as the handling of the New Orleans New Year's Eve attack, only add to the layers of doubt. The family's disbelief aligns with growing public concern that key details are being overlooked and, as you can imagine, intentionally withheld from you, the public. As more information surfaces, usually by virtue of independent media and the like, The incident highlights the need for transparency and a thorough, independent investigation, and also a real, legitimate, dare I say, a news group, a real DOJ. We are the front lines. We are in the front lines of this. We are the ones providing all of the information. We're the ones providing all of the data, all of the investigation, all of the questions. Not the media and not mainstream. Put it this way: the DOJ is out to lunch. They're gone. They're finished. They're through. They're like senioritis. They're on their way out. Who's going to find it out? We are. Who are going to be the investigative agencies? The media, the alternative media, streaming media, the Alex Joneses of the world, the people who dare and have the guts and the gumption and the wherewithal to say this doesn't make any sense. We're not stupid. They think we're stupid. You're not stupid, are you? Does this make sense to you? If so, you go ahead. You let me know. But I don't think it does. And in the meantime, dear friends, I ask you, I request of you to do me a great favor and comment. Oh, after you subscribe, of course, but comment as you see fit.